And I'm thinking, well, what's up with that? If they got the wrong person, did they do the wrong surgery? What the hell's happening? So I'm waving at them, trying to get their attention to say, hi, I'm here, I'm Diane Sherman, what's happening? And they're not paying any attention to me whatsoever. And I'm thinking, okay, well, they're trying to save this person's life, so I guess, they're really busy, and that's why it's occurring that way. And the next thing I know, I am standing at the foot of that person's bed, looking up as I'm looking at you, looking up at her, and I realize it's me. But I don't have any connection to the me that I'm looking at. It's just the most neutral, normal sense of that person in the bed. It has nothing to do with me. I wasn't afraid. I wasn't concerned. I didn't have any care about that person. And I remember standing there going, looking down at myself and looking back up at her and seeing both of me. And as I'm sort of pondering that, the next thing I know, I am now floating up in the corner of the room. And I'm now looking over everything that's going on. And even though I'm fascinated, I'm still not connected in any way. Whatever the outcome is, it's almost like it doesn't matter to me. It's not my business. My business was to be right where I was, which was being very present. I hadn't experienced being present like that before. So after being in the corner and watching what's going on, the next thing I knew is I'm being extricated out of that space and then being pushed forward into this abject blackness. That kind of blackness was a scary place for me. I was terrified of the dark when I was a kid. My first thought was, I need to just find a glimmer of light. Just one little tiny glimmer of light. If I can see that, then I know, first of all, I'm not blind, that I can hang on and find some kind of safety net here. And as I'm fixating on it, I see it, and I just sort of hold on to the focus of that. And as I'm doing that, it's starting to grow. And as it's growing, it's coming closer to me. And now it's like everywhere. Everything is the light. I'm surrounded by it, and I'm moving in to the light. It's fascinating because the color of it has all the colors of the rainbow in it. And yet it's a color of white I've never seen. It's got a quality to it that's diaphanous and ephemeral. And then it's that sense of loving and caring about me. And as I'm moving in and through this light, it starts to part. And as it parts, I'm seeing in front of me 2 rows of monks in brown robes with the hoods up, and I'm watching myself floating through them, and I stop, and I remember looking down that I could see the ground, and I was about that far off the ground. Don't know why, but I was floating, and I thought that was funny. And I get to the end where this one monk steps out, and he speaks to me, and I always say he, because he felt masculine and in charge and very benevolent and loving. And I could feel the energies from the monks who were facing me as I'm floating through them. And it was all loving and supportive. And he steps in front of me and he says, "It's not your time, you cannot stay." I looked at him and I said, "But I feel like I just found home. How can you send me back when I finally found what I've been searching for my whole life? I mean, I've been married, I have a child, I've had a career, I've had wonderful things happen, but none of them ever fed me the way this feeling feels. I am here, I'm home. And he said, it's not your time, you cannot stay, you have a child. And I started thinking about my daughter and wondering, oh, what do I do about that, you know? And even though she was 6 years old, I loved her with all my heart. Still do, of course, but I still wanted to stay, which was shocking to me that the pull to be there was that big. So as I'm thinking about who could take care of her, my ex-husband was my ex-husband for a reason, and I had full custody of my daughter. My parents were both gone. My sister was not emotionally stable enough to be a loving influence for my daughter. I had traveled quite a bit with my husband, and so we hadn't landed in a place where we created deep friendships, where there would be people there who would take care of her. And in that moment of realization that there wasn't anybody who would love her the way I wanted her to be loved and cared for, I was back in my body.